Hey everybody, this is jakamake. I decided I'm going to do another drum tour and show everybody what I'm using and show everybody my equipment as far as recording, mics and mixer and all that. But I'm still using the same drum kit I've been using for the last 4 years. It's DW PDP, all maple shells, and it's got the blue onyx finish on it, kind of like the blue oyster finish on the DW drums. It's a fairly nice finish on it. I have a lot of people asking what type of drum it is. They thinking it's a Ludwig, but it's not. It's PDP drums, and I'm thinking it's thinking it's 9 plies, and I'm not sure about the plies, but comment if anybody knows anything about it. Let me know. But the first rack tom is a 10-inch rack tom, and that's a 12-inch rack tom, and over to the right that's a 14-inch, and the kick is a 18 by 22, if I'm not mistaken. And on all the heads I'm using Evans G2 coated. And on the bottom end I'm using G1 resonant. Very good heads. I've always used Evans. I hardly ever used anything other than, because they take a beating. As you can see by the pit marks and the coating chipping off. But cymbals, that's a 14-inch A custom crash. Very fast cymbal, in and out. Projection, that's a 17-inch A custom projection crash. Very nice crash. I use it a lot, and it's got a good sound to it. And above that is a old mono hi-hat cymbal that I cut down to add a bell sound, just for accents. And on the hi-hats I'm using Zildjian New Beats, 13-inch New Beats. That's a 8-inch Zildjian splash cymbal, A custom, and 21-inch Zildjian Rock Ride. Very big bell on that cymbal, and it's got a good ping sound to it. And that's the oldest cymbal that I own on the kit. It's a you can see the cracks in it, but that's a 16-inch Zildjian crash, and 18-inch Sabian China, the only Sabian cymbal I've ever owned, I believe. That's a good sound to it. On the mics, I'm using all Audix. That's D10s on all the toms. Pretty much you can see on each tom I'm using the Audix D10, and they take a beating. And on the snare I'm using, strangely enough, a Shure SM58 vocal mic. I just tried it out just for curiosity one day, and it worked really good, so I use it, and so that's it. And on the overheads I'm using Audix F15 condensers, picking up both sides of the drum kit for the cymbals. And while I'm around here, I'll show you the pedal. Everybody says PDP pedals suck, but that's all I need. I'm not into the speed and the blast beats and all this kind of things. I just like to play grooves and play covers. I don't do this for a living. This is just something I do for a hobby and fun. That's a regular PDP pedal. It gets the job done for what I do. I just use it in fills and accents. Now maybe later on when I get better at double bass, maybe I'll upgrade to something else, but stick with what I got for now. And right now I'm using a Tama medium weight hi-hat stand. Pretty much all the stands are Tama heavy duty except for the hi-hat. It's medium, and that's a PDP convertible stand that I ordered off a musician's friend. It's very heavy duty. It's very nice. You can use it for a boom or a straight, and that thing rocks none at all when you're hitting the cymbal, and that's holding up that heavy 21-inch ride. And on that kick, that's a that's a D12 kick mic made by Audix also. And that head is not an Evans. I told you I use all Evans, but that's a old that's an old Remo head that I had seen at a music store cheap, so I bought it, put it on, put holes in it. But moving over here, I have a few extra drums. It's not all of them because I'm working on some right now. But that right there, that's a 8-inch DW piccolo tom. I use it for some covers and recording, and that's an add-on 8-inch tom that matches the kit I bought after purchasing the kit. And that's the snare that come with the kit. It's a 14-inch all maple, and that's a 12-inch PDP all maple with the wood finish. And that's an old 1972 Ludwig snare that I bought, cleaned up, and painted myself. And here are two accent cymbals that I get a lot of requests wanting to know what it is. But that's on the right, that's a 12-inch Wuhan China, and on the left, that's a Wuhan Splash. I drilled holes in to give it a trashier sound. And I know people say they're already trash, but I done it to give it better trash. But that's an old 22-inch Meinl Jazz Ride, and you can see the hammer marks in it, and it's pretty old, so you can see the uneven hammer marks in it. And I use it on some covers. I use it on the Ray Charles cover. It's a thin cymbal, so it don't take much beating for my type of music. And right now, the snare I'm using right now for practice is it's a Tama rock snare. It's 14-inch rock snare. It's a 10 lug, and I tend to like 10 lug snares better than I do 8 lug because they seem to tune tighter and they seem to have a better tone to them. But the throne, I'm using a Rockin' Socks hydraulic throne. I need to get a back for that to help support my back because I like to lean back when I'm playing. But maybe one day I'll get that. But that's the drum kit. Moving over here to the mixer, I got everything going into this 18-channel crate mixer preamp, and everything's coming out of that via RCA from the output of the mixer into the line-in input on my PC. And right now I'm using Sony Vegas 9.0. It's a fairly easy software to use. I bought it when it first come out. It wasn't, but I think close to $100 when I bought it, and it's very simple, like I said, to use. And I would recommend anybody buying that. It's easy. You can learn it quick. You can go online, learn tips, and plus it tells you tips as you do things. But I'll pull it up and show you what it looks like. This is I'm working on a collab with somebody right now, but you can see the music track, and then you could add your track to it, and you can add multiple tracks to it. I mean, I think you can add up to anywhere from 15 to 20 tracks. But I have a video card and a sound card in my PC, which helps with the quality and the sound quality. And but this software here, you could use compression. You can add distortion, you can add pitch, you can add sharpness, you can add everything as far as video goes. You can add brightness, you can add gray, you can add black and white. But I mean, it's endless. It's about like, I mean, you don't get quite as many recording audio plugins like you would maybe Pro Tools or something like that, but you get enough to do what I do. But it wasn't but maybe close to $100 when I first bought it, so that was a pretty good deal. And right now it's probably cheaper because it's been out for maybe 3 or 4 years, that certain software, I mean the 9.0. But that's my kit, and that's my sound. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, just leave me some comments or message me or something like that. I'll be glad to answer anything for you. But stay tuned for future covers, and if you hadn't already, please subscribe and let me know what you think of my kit, and let me know what you think of my sound. Appreciate it. Okay, something I forgot, but I'm going to put it on the end. This is my new camera. I'm using a Canon Rebel T1i. I just bought it. I've got the extra zoom lens that I purchased with it so I could take close-up pictures of ball games and stuff like that. But it's a very good camera. It takes very good quality pictures. It's almost a pro line camera. I wanted something I could take good pictures with and video. That's the lens that come with it. But I used to use a Sony Handycam. It wasn't an HD cam, so I figured I'd get something with better quality. So you could probably tell because I shot this little clip with the Sony Handycam. It might be a little, the picture might be a little different. But that's my camera, and I appreciate y'all checking it out.